let's get right into it.
What, talk a little log cabin?
The people want to know. I want to know. Did it take over 100 hours or not?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is the main channel's doing. I'm not taking any blame for this. We started this project long before this was ever a main channel video. So there's a few different ways that you can look at this. I told Chad Terrell, hey, I'm going to build a log cabin out at the ranch for the boys. And he was like, well, hold on. Like, if you're going to do that, we need to film this. And I was like, that's a good idea. We could use it for a DPO video, like document the process. Shouldn't take too long. Obviously, took way longer than any of us ever anticipated. And then we get like halfway through this log cabin and they're like, dude, I think, there's a main channel video here where we do this fort battle. Well, we're already 50 hours into this cabin build. And then I forget who does it in the intro, Kobe or something, is like, okay, you got 100 hours to get it done. So look, you can say it was 100 work hours, which I think we were probably pretty close.
Yeah.
You could say Kobe misspoke and he shouldn't have said that. Or you could just say Kobe's a liar and it took longer than 100 hours. So that's where we're at.
So either way, it's Kobe's fault.
It's Kobe's fault, basically. Or maybe it took 100 hours from when we filmed that intro, that was probably true.
So let me get this straight. The inspo behind you doing the log cabin wasn't initially for film.
No, I was just doing it.
That's insane.
I just wanted to build
so
a
you
log
just woke
cabin.
up one day and we're like, log cabin.
That's why you can see in the very beginning of the video where we set up our log depot, there's already cedar bark that's shucked. I went and got a log, cut it down and went and shucked it myself. And I was like, hey, I'm going to go build this log cabin. And then Chad was like, dude, we got to document this whole thing.
Yeah,
I think he realized, though, after he got done shucking, he was like, I'm going to need actual grown people to help with this. And so I think that's when he was like, maybe we should do this as a video.
I think the video is his idea to get some more manpower.
I see. Yeah, I'm starting to put it together
he was scheming from the
every
start.
time we would be like in a meeting and then you would look up and be like, dude, where did the edits go? And they're like, oh, they went to the ranch to shuck wood.
Yeah. They're shucking. What? Longest part of the process by far. That was brutal.
Yeah, we got bamboozled. He was like, it's not that bad.
It truly turned out insane, though.
If you woodchuck wood.
So what was the original, where did you get the idea to do this?
He's just being a good father.
No, dude, I went down a YouTube rabbit hole.
Oregon Trail, man. It was our favorite game growing up.
Mm-hmm. I've always loved I used to build forts all the time. I used to love to dig holes and build forts. I was like Stanley Yelnats before Stanley was even a thing.
Did you think you could get to China by digging a hole?
I don't know where I thought I was going. I didn't even have a goal. I just wanted to dig the biggest hole that I possibly could. Get? So yeah, like when we grew up in Prosper, there was an empty lot next to us, and I would just get home from school and take a shovel and go dig.
How far did you get?
I dug some big holes like, for no reason whatsoever other than to like put in a good hour of digging a hole and then be like, that's a dang big hole.
That's a good hole. On the next one tomorrow.
Wow. And then, I built forts like out of sticks, not logs.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just always thought it would be really cool. So I go down this YouTube rabbit hole of guys building log cabins. And I was like, that looks insane. And they like turn out pretty good and they last a really long time. And so when Chad was like, we should film this for a DPO video, I was like, absolutely. And I don't have to shuck all these logs. I can have help. So that was where it started.
I'm glad you decided to keep the log cabin where its original intent was, unlike that other YouTube channel who decided to move the log cabin halfway through the build.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
Crazy. So
we're not moving this one.
No, it's there for life.
It's staying.
So is anybody gonna live in it?
Me and Colton have stayed in it.
To turkey hunt.
Yeah. So we stayed in it that first night after we got it all finished, it was honestly awesome. That was a top tier night. And then me and Colton stayed in it during the turkey hunt. And he wanted to sleep there yesterday night, and I was like, "Bud, you have school. We can't
opened that door."
Which, by the way, we haven't addressed this yet. There was a camera rolling. I don't think we've talked about this yet.
No, we haven't.
How did a mouse? It had to have run across my forehead to get to that bag.
No,
dude,
you were elevated.
Yeah.
Dude, it was eye level with me.
There was a teeny tiny.
It might be in your
mouse.
bag still, though, for sure.
You let a mice get
It was
inside.
on
I don't know
top of
how
my
we got
bag.
inside. I think maybe up through the floorboard. We haven't sealed the floor all the way on one side. And I think a teeny tiny little
Doesn't
Stuart
that amaze
Little.
you though? The little Stuart Little can get in places
Oh,
like
bro,
that.
they
That
can get in.
amazes
I mean,
me.
dude, little things like that, they can get
You would
in.
never. I mean, it's
insane.
crazy.
If that would have ran across your forehead, you would have been screaming like a girl. Dude.
Yeah, we would have known if it ran across your forehead.
Now that you say that, we just got to get into this because, dude, Josh has had a rough go at
He's about to have a more rough go.
He's had some rough goes in outdoor videos. I mean, you had the Punta Brava trip.
I'm just waiting for this Python video, bro.
You had a Python trip, which is coming out the next
That's the
video.
next video.
Yeah.
So who pulled their weight and who didn't? I probably can say Josh was probably the last place guy, but
Yeah, I'll give him this. He tried at least, I kind of just like Tyler, obviously, I don't know if he necessarily knew what he was doing when it came to like actually building the cabin.
Not really.
But he's like definitely handier
He's
than
just
me
gonna get it
than me
done.
and Josh are. But like I wasn't about to take the chainsaw from Tyler. I wasn't about to be like, hey, give me that drill. He at least was like,
So give me the drill.
I knew my role. I was there to
wanted to
lift up
try.
heavy
I
things
wanted to-
and then
I wanted to leave my mark.
work where I could.
and if Ty wants to play seesaw, you
Then
play
we
seesaw,
seesaw.
dude. I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
kind of.
Seesawed on some shucked wood.
Yeah.
Were there any injuries?
I think we like multiple times we almost broke our toes from dropping the log, or Josh dropped the door on him and Tyler's foot. Like that first day, you didn't see it, but you can hear me say, "I think my big toe's throbbing." We dropped a whole log on my foot. I thought for sure it was broken.
I almost
but
slid
honestly,
off the
nothing
roof.
crazy.
Ty
Okay.
almost flew off the roof.
Yeah,
That was
Cam
close.
caught me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
It's
I
slick up
started
there.
to slide off the roof, and he was on
Yeah.
a ladder and just kind of grabbed
a
my
spotter.
cheeks and held me in
Yeah,
place.
cheek spotter.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm actually shocked that nobody got hurt.
I
Yeah.
thought it was an overall good team build.
Good
I feel
team.
like we
Yeah.
all-
Would you
we all
recognize?
pulled
Would
the
you
weight.
would you recommend it for a family counseling session? Like every family should go build a log cabin.
No, I think it would cause more fights.
It would?
within
Yeah.
a family.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't bond through this experience.
I think we did.
No, we did.
I think we trauma bonded.
Trauma
Trauma
bond. Yeah, that's a real thing.
Yeah.
At one point, Ty just completely threw out our actual names. Wouldn't call us
Tape
by our
guy,
names. Yeah, tape
screw
guy,
guy.
screw guy, log guy.
Hey, log guy.
We don't go by our names anymore. We're tape guy and log guy.
I thought I was the drill guy.
Oh,
It got a little impersonal
It
for a
got
little
that
bit.
bad.
He
Yeah.
yelled at us at one point. That wasn't on camera.
I did.
Yeah, remember
Yeah,
when we were
upset.
holding it kept pinching the blade, and you're like, "You gotta lift it up more."
Yeah.
I think that actually made the video.
He was getting frustrated.
No, you yelled at Tim.
Yeah.
He starts to just yell at people, dude.
Well, I mean, if I saw it right, Tim is the shucking specialist.
yeah.
We
Chuck
brought him
expert.
in as a foundation specialist, but he knows nothing about foundation, so we just really
But
needed.
it sounds like he doesn't know anything about shucking either.
Again, when you're making a log cabin, you will take any and
Help.
every able-bodied person
Yeah.
out there.
Tyler literally brought Jackson out at one point.
That was a mistake.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Tyler would keep yelling at me when I was drilling to get my drill upright,
It was very.
and in the moment
Crooked.
it feels upright, and then you watch it back you're like, wow, that is
yeah. I mean, no wonder
that
you're
crazy?
stripping
That is
that
crooked.
thing.
You look back and you're like, yeah, my
Let me.
that's fair.
But I thought I was
Your drill
I thought I
posture.
was parallel.
Yeah,
How's
to
your
bad
that.
dad
drill
feel
posture.
about that performance?
I don't know. We haven't talked to him
We
about
haven't
it.
talked about it.
What's amazing to me, Tyler, is you just woke up on a random Tuesday, whatever it may have been. Like I played Lincoln Logs growing up. That was
Yeah.
fun. Never have I gotten up in the morning and be like, I'm going to build a log cabin today. So for that, man, props.
I appreciate it. It was fun. And I think there was a small piece of us that when it was all done, we were kind of like, I'm going to kind of miss working
No, there was
on
like
this.
3 phases to it. Literally, that's literally, by the way, exactly how it went down. Me and Josh get into the office one day, and Tyler was like, "Hey, let's go. We're going to build a log cabin down at the ranch." We were like, "All right." And so you get there, you're excited, and then you start shucking. You're like, "This is going to be brutal," and you're like, excited. It's fun for the first whatever it
10
was, 10
minutes.
days,
Yeah.
5 days, 10 days, whatever. And then you start like getting towards the middle, and then you're like, "Dude, I'm ready." You're out there every day. You're like, "I'm ready for this to be over."
You out
Yeah.
shuck
and
your
then
coverage.
you get done, and you're like, "Dang, dude, I'm kind of gonna miss that." I think.
Well, it's just like a house, man. You can always, do
Build them
remodels
on.
and
No plans to sell it though?
add porches.
No plans to sell it.
If you were to put it on Facebook Marketplace, what are you kind of looking for?
That increased the value a lot. It's not for sale right now.
We were talking about it while we were doing the build, and then there was a bunch of comments that were like Airbnb question mark. I was like, dude, you could make
You could
Yeah.
you could
make
definitely
some-
Airbnb it out.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if you still had your hammer.
It
How did
wasn't on
it feel?
camera.
How did it feel to see that Cody putting that thing in the drink?
Yeah.
It didn't hurt me. It didn't hurt me.
via the
none.
comments. He heard about it.
he heard about it.
Yeah. The crooked hammer I would have been okay with. Well, and the crooked hammer would have floated. My mantelpiece hammer.
He threw the mantelpiece.
Yeah.
Oh man.
How many hours would you say you put into that?
I'd say it was probably a good 6 hours. It was a lot of work.
So Cody stole 6 hours of your life.
Yeah, but it was more than that.
No,
He stole more than just 6
that.
hours of my life.
Time.
That's on a good week.
He stole my
Cody burned
respect.
6 hours.
He
of your
stole some of my goodwill towards him. Yeah, that one hurt. That one hurt. Yeah, being the prank guy, that just felt like an unnecessary prank, you know?
Hey, it didn't make the video, but I put my Punta Brava swimsuit on and I went and dove for it.
He did. That's how bad Josh felt.
And then never got back in the water because
I came eye to eye with a snake,
to
dude.
see water
Well,
moccasins.
okay, now that
multiple of them.
And I was like, I'm out.
Speaking of snakes, we had a little encounter with a snake during
yeah.
construction.
Oh,
Yeah, we had a lot of encounters. There, for whatever reason,
Snaky.
the log cabin plot of land where we decided to put this thing, the snakes also decided they
Yeah.
like that area too.
Hey, I'm from that area. You get the moist season like this.
So you went scuba
copperheads.
diving and underwater ran into a snake or on top of the
No,
water?
it
He
was
came
on
up.
a-
I came
it was
up
on a
and it was on
floating
a,
log.
it was on a log.
Right in front
Dude,
of
it
him.
was
Water.
a big boy.
Oh, wait, it wasn't even a water moccasin.
Well,
that
we're
one,
going to
was
say
it?
it was because
No,
it
but-
looked like one.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
It was a water snake, but there are a lot of water moccasins in there too.
Yeah.
So it's dangerous.
Oh,
Yeah, copperheads in that region too.
You got mice, you got water moccasins,
Yeah,
you got random Cody Jones showing up.
yeah.
Dangerous
It's a
place out
recipe
there.
for a bad video. And somehow y'all made some gold out of it, which is incredible. Back to the Stanley Yell Nets. I think you would have fit in really well with the Holes crew.
Oh, I agree.
Like, that actually would have been, I think you could have carried Madame Zeroni up that hill and broke the curse.
I think Madame Zeroni would have been her favorite child out there.
Forever in eternity.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. You would
Yeah.
have fit in well.
Great movie.
I can dig a hole, dude.
Is this hammer the mantelpiece or the crooked one that you're building right now?
That's the crooked hammer.
Okay.
You'll see in just a sec.
Yeah.
So Josh,
Yeah.
describe a straight line for us.
Yeah, well, again, when you're trying to get on top of it, you can't. Ty could feel himself well. I don't have great body awareness control like he does. And so I just felt like I was drilling straight on a straight line and then I had some decent impact. And then it just wasn't working well. And he started screaming at me, which added more pressure.
Screaming is strong. Screaming is
He
strong.
started raising his voice at me. started raising his voice.
It does add pressure.
Yeah, it just added pressure. Jared was trying to get in on the action.
You know what I respect though? That he was willing to get out there and try.
I put myself out there.
You did. You did, and I appreciate it.
Is he the Corey Cotton of log
Don't
cabins?
say that.
Oh no, man. No, he's not the Corey Cotton. Kobe and Corey, God bless them. If they attempted to build a log cabin, and it's so sad because their dad is such a good woodworker. He's phenomenal. And somehow zero of that skill got passed down to them.
Yeah, my dad was not a woodworker.
Yeah, I mean, you guys had an absent father.
bro,
Nobody
I mean,
taught you how to
the
use power tools.
dude was winning world championships.
Yeah, but he
I
didn't
mean,
teach us
give
how to
him-
do practical
Give him a
things.
little bit of a break, dude.
How much thought did you put into the design of the cabin before you did it? Or were you just winging it as you went?
I knew that we were going to cut all of our big logs to 12 feet, and so our interior diameter was going to be slightly under that. And then I had a general idea for the roof construction on how we would pitch the roof with our 2 ridge poles. That shifted a little bit when we got into it. But yeah, it was very much just kind of feel it out as we went.
In terms of like gratitude when you're finished, that first night sleeping in there.
It was awesome,
Oh,
dude.
dude, it was like the best night ever.
Like cooking steaks.
Who slept on the floor?
We had
Josh
a
slept on
cot
a
for
cot.
Josh.
You got caught
Selfless,
Which,
dude.
no,
I'm
I would have
selfless.
much rather, dude. Colton probably fits perfect on the top bunk.
Wait, you called top bunk from the start.
No,
though.
I know, but you get up there now. Then you get up there to sleep, and the roof is right
It's
here.
like a bus.
It's like an MRI.
It's like a bus.
Like
Yeah,
it.
you
A store
can't
bus.
move.
It's a
Yeah.
tight top
You don't
bunk.
like it. I'm going to say the MVP of the video, other than Ty's, the cameraman. I mean, look at the conditions Ty's making these dudes work.
Yeah. There was a lot of rain,
On
a lot of
random
snow.
days, he's like, Ty's like, I'm shucking today, boys. Get up there.
Yeah.
God.
And
They did that.
it's not super close. I mean, we drove an hour.
Yeah, that's an
Yeah.
hour there, hour
Yeah.
back every
Yeah.
time.
We drove. I mean, we put a lot of miles on the trucks there.
Oh, will this be kind of the headquarters or DPO?
No. No. I think we're sweet 200 guys.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
No, but we will definitely film some more videos and stuff out there. So we'll do some deer hunting out here this fall. I think it'd be cool to do some nights in the cabin. I've seen a bunch of comments from people saying we should do like a 2 or 3 day series where we just stay out there. So it'll definitely get used. Saw some people saying we should make our own boat. I thought that would be kind of cool. Make a canoe out of a tree.
I
Don't
wanna
know how to
see,
do that either, but
I would
willing
like
to try.
I would like to see Josh catch a water moccasin.
You're going to see Josh catch some snakes in the next DPO video, and the amount of growth that this man went through in a span of about a week of his fear of snakes is actually remarkable.
Yeah.
So it's a good video.
Sweat and tears, no blood for him.
I'm not going to listen to that. I got one more question. What can we expect from DPO? And what are some other videos coming out? We got the snake.
Yeah, we got pythons, Colton's turkey hunt. We're going to go do a spearfishing video in the Bahamas with Grant Horvat.
which is cool.
Oh, that's fun.
That's been fun.
So Grant
Not really.
loves to spearfish as much as golf, which
Got some
would
good
be
stuff
cool.
coming up. And
Yeah,
then y'all
yeah.
boys are taking a road trip.
Road trip, baby.
Road trip.
Dallas to Wyoming.
To Wyoming.
That'll be fun.
Gare's headed to Alaska with one of his boys for a little birthday trip. Go do some fly fishing up there amongst the bears in Alaska. We are going to South Africa and Namibia later this year. And then I think we're going to start trying to do some more collabs. So this year I just wanted to do a lot of variety, just kind of hit all the different pieces of content throughout the year. And then I think we're going to try and do some stuff with the Buck Commander guys, Seek One. We've got some good stuff coming up.
I love that. If y'all are not subscribers yet, Dude Perfect Outdoors on YouTube, subscribe. And Instagram, Dude Perfect Outdoors.
Yeah.
Almost, hey, almost athletes. Almost, hey, almost athletes.
Wave.